Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone who's watching. I'm Rebecca, a stay at home mompreneur of three beautiful girls. And if it's the first time you're watching, yeah, I'm the owner of my page, Rebecca So. And welcome once again to my live series of inspiring people, inspiring stories. And today I have with me Melissa. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Rebecca. Good morning. Morning,
Hi,
everyone.
morning.
Hi.
Yeah, both of us we are from Singapore, and I mean originally, yeah. Do you want to introduce yourself and like
Okay.
tell everyone who you are?
Okay, sure. Thanks, Rebecca, for having me on. And a very good morning to everyone who is in this side of the world. We are from Singapore. So my name is Melissa Tan. I'm originally from Malaysia, and I've been living in Singapore for more than 10 years. So I am a full-time working mom. I have three boys, just like Rebecca, three kids, right? I have three boys instead of
Yeah.
three girls, and they're all
Uh-huh.
under the age of 10. Um, yeah, and I also run my digital business part-time while maintaining my full-time job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the amazing thing. Like we can connect because we have three kids, but yours is
yeah, then
boy,
at least we
mine is
got
girl.
something in
Yeah.
common. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So like let's tell everyone like what was life
Mm.
like before you started this digital business?
Oh, okay. So I actually started the business 18 months ago. I actually just celebrated my 18 monthly anniversary yesterday. Um, so actually, to take you guys back before this, right? So I've been working in the corporate side for more than 10 years actually, and I'm still in it, right? So um, as when I was working, it was fine. It's always when after I have kids, then things start to change as my priorities changed as well. So
Yeah.
after having the first and second, everything was still fine. I could still cope. It's only after I had my third child, I felt that I'm more needed at home. Like whenever I go to work, I come back, it's always very rushed, very rushed kind of routine for me. Like I would go to work early in the morning, I'll drop off the kids, then I'll go to work, then I'll come back by 7, and while I'm having my dinner, I'm already there, marking their things, their Chinese spelling, checking their
Mhm.
homework. So I always feel there's this constant rush, and then with the littlest, the youngest one at home, always wanting to, wanting affection and all that. I feel that um they need more of me, right? So I think three is three kids a bit challenging, right, Rebecca? So there came a point, I think just before COVID as well, where actually no, during COVID, where we had to work from home. So
Mm.
I think most of us working in the corporate, we never really had the option to work from home, and then suddenly we had this choice, and
You're being
it really
forced to, right?
yeah. So during the DOSCON rate, during the true breakdown, we work from
Yeah.
home. And
Yeah.
so we had this taste of working from home, being with the kids, helping them, seeing them almost every day. So that kind of like changed my mindset in the sense that I actually like to be at home, to be with them, to coach them with their work, their online schoolwork. So then I started thinking, hey, I need to look for something that would allow me to actually work from home, right? And also at the same time, of course, have to earn also, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in a nutshell, life before the digital business was always a rush, and I somehow didn't quite enjoy going to work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was looking out for something that I could, do from home and be with the kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically it. It was always a rush routine, and yeah, if you look back, if you ask me, oh, what happened like 10 years ago, versus now in terms of like personal development too, I would say that like nothing much has changed, nothing much has changed. Or sometimes you meet your friends and you say, hey, how's things? And they all same. So that
Yeah.
kind of like that mindset, I don't want to have the same anymore. I want to see
Mm.
change, like improvement. So yeah, in a
Yeah.
nutshell, that was like what it is before the business lah.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine if I work, it will be the same. And I
Yeah,
can imagine like the stress that you need to go through. Like for me, I at home I have so many things I need to mentally prepare.
yeah. I
I
think it's
cannot
different kind
imagine
of
going.
stress.
Yes,
Different
yeah,
kind of
like
stress. So it's like stress at work is one thing. Then if you come back, then you have the
yes,
home stress, the family stress as well. So
yes,
it's it takes a toll on like the mental health as well. Yeah, and plus
yes,
as you know as you work in the corporate after a while and you start to climb the ladder and then you have more responsibility, then you get even more stressful. That's why I think after 10 years, I think yeah, I feel that there needs to be a change. I'm actually quite yeah tired of it actually.
enough
In
is
layman
enough.
terms, yeah, like enough already. Yeah, try to do something new lah.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? So like for you, like what made you really step into this digital business? Like I'm
Why do you use
interested to
the
know.
word why you use the word really, then it kind of like okay kind of hit me.
Like
So just
really.
a like really because I kind of did not really want to start it actually. Okay, so just a bit okay, so just a bit of like history, right? So um when I first started, I got to know the business through the ad. I actually did sign up to learn more, right? I watched the webinar and all that. And then I you know I was given this 30 days period to check it out, right?
Yeah.
So I actually refunded within 2 weeks,
Hmm.
and then I remained like a fence sitter for 9 months before I actually like really that's why I use the word really, right? Yeah, really um took the leap of faith and started the business. So then of course then why did I become a fence sitter, right? So naturally, you know, being Asian and very skeptical, I actually was afraid that it was a scam lah, right? So I actually sussed it out. I you know I witnessed the people in the business, I see the different business partners in the business you know transforming, having success and results. So but it took me that long, like 9 months, to actually decide that I wanted to do this for real. But yeah, so after 9 months I did my due diligence, you know, I still talk to my mentor, and yeah, I was finally convinced, like I know for sure that this will definitely work, that this business is this proven system is really created to help everyday people like us, you know, run a successful
Yeah.
business. So after 9 months, then yes, then I decided, okay, then I should do this and not wait any longer.
Mm.
Yeah, so basically it's really the people who are having success, the business partners, that really, you know, convinced me to do this, right? And I think that I shouldn't wait any longer because 9 months is quite a long time. I could have achieved so much if I've not wasted that much of a time. Yeah.
But it's never too late, right? At
Yeah,
least
it's
you
never
step
too
into.
late. So yeah, after 18 months now, I'm still I'm really happy. I must say that there are changes in my life. So if you want to ask me what happened, it's gonna be a very long long interview. So but yeah, so to cut that short, starting your own business really does change your life in many ways, right? So for
Mm.
first of all, it's definitely your mindset. So coming from an employee mindset and changing to an
Yeah.
entrepreneur mindset. So there was like a little transition there where, you know, sometimes when you start to read a lot as well. So I picked up a lot of like self-improvement books, like you know how to have a good mindset or entrepreneur mindset, right? So it really does change a lot and it makes you more positive. So like I used to complain like every Monday going to work, having the Monday blues and all that. If you can think positively, it's actually not that bad. You actually think that, you know, instead of, you know, I have to go into work, you change your mindset to like I get to go to work, because not many people actually
Yeah.
get to go to work, right? So yeah, that kind of thing. So it actually does changes you, and the way I start to communicate with people is also different because we have to communicate with our leads, you know, pick up the communication skills, right?
Yes.
And also of course being in a digital business, so of course you know the marketing skills, you know, advertising on the social platforms, that's something that, you know, some people might pay thousands and dollars to actually pick up a
Yeah.
program online to learn. but this one is I'll say it's ongoing, because our training platform is so amazing that it's updated, and then we have people having our masterminds and all that gives us updates over week on a weekly basis. So I always feel that there's a constant learning there, and I like to learn new things. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm really happy that I've actually started the business for real, like for real, yeah, and being like mentor, imparting my knowledge and my experience to my mentees as well. So this, I feel it's more fulfilling, right? And then if you find like this passion or that goal that you want to achieve in life, then naturally you become a happier person as well. Like I feel,
Yes.
yeah, I feel like, because you have so many things to do, you somehow learn how to prioritize. And in that sense, I actually have a bit more time now. Like I feel like, hey, actually I got time, because plus our business is automated, right? So it's not that
Yes.
hard. Then I feel like, yeah, I can actually do a bit more things, like, spend more time with my children, and then start taking photos with them, something that I've not been doing for the past 10 years. Yeah, so
Yes.
a lot, Rebecca. Too many to mention. I mean, this interview
Yeah, I
will go on
understand.
for like an hour.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally understand what you mean. The overwhelming positive
Mm,
change that it has in our lives. Like,
yeah.
uh, before this, like you said, we hardly have the time to take photos, to like create
Yeah,
or
it's
collect
always the
memories.
children's photos. Yeah, now I'm
Yes.
like, oh, I put my face in
Yeah.
there now, And also not to
Yeah.
mention our business community as well. That's something that I'm really, really proud to have. A very
Mhm.
supportive global business community. So like if whenever actually, so at least you don't feel lost in the business. Like I've tried to venture in other e-commerce drop shipping business before, but of course it didn't even take off because I felt so alone, and it's a lot of work because there's no automation. You start everything from scratch, and yeah, it's just too hard, and then it doesn't like fit my busy
Time
mom lifestyle.
consuming.
Yeah, it's very very time consuming because it's not automated. Everything's from scratch, and then there's just too many like merchants to look out for, and drop shipping, right? So I think that didn't work out, and there's just no support from like a community compared to our digital business, right? So I like it that we have a very strong, like a Singapore-based community as well, and I get to make new
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, because coming from Malaysia to Singapore, I don't really have many like local friends here. So now,
Hmm.
besides colleagues at work, now I have friends outside work. So that's great.
Yeah. To me, like you say, for a stay-at-home mom, I kind of like lost some friends along the way because I'm always,
At
confined,
home,
or
yeah.
like always around my children, you know.
Mm,
So there are
understand.
times
Yeah.
where my friends want to meet up and I can't meet up, things like that. But now, because of this business and the mindset that we have,
Mm,
we intentionally make time for ourselves. And yeah, and I
yeah,
get to meet
exactly.
amazing people like you, like like-minded people like you, and it's so amazing, like we get to connect. And yeah,
Correct.
it's
Yeah, at least then we
yeah.
have like more things to like, yeah, there's things to share because we have, the
Yes.
business, and then we have kids. So yeah,
Yes.
it makes the
So
friendship like deepen quicker as well, right?
yes. So yeah, it's amazing, like you wouldn't get this if it's anywhere else, if you do
Mm.
any other side hustles. From what I've tried also,
Yeah, correct, correct.
no
Yeah, yeah.
connection
You're
whatsoever.
already on your own, and then they're like your competitors. As compared to
Yes.
our business, we are not competitors. We are all in this together, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, like it's the bond, it's the connection and everything. And it's like sometimes we don't, like we can just connect virtually.
Yeah, definitely, of course.
Yeah.
That's the good part
Yeah.
of it.
So
So even though if you're
it's
at
yeah.
home, you can still, yeah, like catch up with like your other business partners. Yeah, that's through like a call like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also
Yes.
amazing.
Like I just woke up and then you just had your morning walk.
Yes.
Right?
Apologies for the
So it's like
messiness.
no,
Yeah,
not
it's
messy
really
at all.
flexible.
I
Yeah. So
just woke
anyway,
up.
it's really flexible. Yeah, you can do it. You can
Yes.
run it anywhere. Like people say anywhere. This is really like anywhere. So I'm in a stadium right now, and
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm outside, and yeah, doing this call with you.
Yeah. Which is, yeah, like whoever is watching, like take a look. This is just literally the digital business where you can work anywhere, anytime. And yeah, we get to enjoy the connection, we get to enjoy the chat with each other,
Mm.
and yeah, to share the inspiring stories that we have. Okay, like Melissa, like do you have anything that you want to share with anyone who's watching, like
Oh, okay.
any
So,
advice to give?
okay, advice. Hmm. Okay, so one advice I will part with you guys would be just know that nothing is perfect. Like, there are, after speaking to a few people that I know that they're always looking for some perfect online business or perfect side hustle. But just know that there is no perfect side hustle in a way, right? Nothing is perfect in the sense that when you do, you have to actually take action, right? Go into it and then adjust accordingly, right? There's
Yeah.
no, yeah, basically what I've learned in these 18 months that is that nothing is perfect. You really have to take the leap of faith if you want to have a change, right? And there's no point talking about change or complaining about wanting a change if you don't take action or don't do anything, because if you don't change then nothing changes lah, basically. Right.
Yes.
So what more about this business is when you sign up, you register and you watch the webinar, and even if you take the next step, we know that we have the like 30 days guarantee, right? So it's really risk free, and I would urge, like, you know people out there who is looking for a legitimate and fun business to actually check it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you
Mm.
very much. Like exactly what you said, like whoever is out there, like what Melissa said, check
Mm.
check it out. If this is not for you, it's okay.
Yeah,
Just
correct.
leave it.
Yeah,
If not, if you really want to change your life, do start changing your story by doing something.
correct,
Yeah.
correct.
So
Yeah.
thank
Thanks a
you,
lot, Rebecca.
Melissa.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
having
for
me
your time,
on.
and thank you
No worries.
everyone who's watching. And see you again on my next inspiring people, inspiring stories. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks,
Bye.
Rebecca. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye.
Bye.